Alright, yeah, we'll be playing first for sure. We can do a little of the get ahead, stay ahead. We'll keep this hand. This one looks good. Wouldn't mind one more threat, you know, just something to beat down with. But I think that the Mesmeric Fiend is going to buy us enough time to find that. And same with Chainer's Edict. And he starts with the Plains. Interesting. All right, let's just run the Fiend out there and see what we're up against here. Ideally, we're up against some mono-white aggro deck. And it looks like we might be. No, we're not. This deck looks bad. All right, so Johnny Stead, Warhammer, Linvala of all things, and a Necromancer. All right, so we can kill creatures forever. So creatures are staying. A Johnny Steadfast. I just don't think we really care about a Johnny Steadfast that much, to be honest. I think the Necromancer is our biggest issue. Just because, like, we have to kill it twice, and that's really annoying. It's also black. It's also his first play of the game. So yeah, we'll take that away. Take the Necromancer. And again, this is just kind of where like we just want like one more threat. And he finds Doomed Traveler, which is oddly perfect for him to draw. Oh well. It's going to ship the turn back here. And there's the Warhammer, which we don't care about at all. Yet. Got to attack. There you go. He's scheduled to win this race, so he should attack. Brain Maggot. It's kind of sweet. I get to see one unknown card. And it's Spectral Procession, a really, really, really good one. Wow, that was pretty lucky. Weird draw for us, but we're one, major-ish threat away from doing some serious work here. Here comes Linvala. Sure. All right, well, I'm not really in a hurry here to do much. I think I'm fine just kind of sitting back. Our Edict obviously looks terrible against a Doom Traveler, but Doomblade on Linvala is pretty nice. He's probably just going to go for the equip on the Traveler, which is really good. I mean, don't blame him. We're going to have to take a little damage here. So he's got a Johnny Steadfast and an unknown card, and he's not attacking with Linvala. It's interesting. He's got an Imposing Sovereign. I think we care about that much either. But I think we would like to... It's really weird that he's kept Linvala back. Why did he do that? He has Imposing Sovereign. He'd love to get either of these back. You trade Imposing Sovereign for either of these, no problem. Worst case scenario is I kill it, he takes 2, but he gets in for 3, hits me for 7 that turn. I need to kill something, but I can also corrupt Linvala. I guess I'll go for the Doomblade on it. It's like he's not doing anything with it, but I do need to kill it at some point here. I think I just start grinding through here with Chainer's Edict as well. Makes him use up all of his, a good chunk of his mana. Alright, so he just has a Johnny Steadfast in hand. Sounds good. With this line, next turn, I can flashback Edict, which is decent. And if I flashback Edict, you know, getting one of these two is pretty good. He's probably going to equip to the Spirit, I suppose. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, I'm fine because I'll eventually get a bunch of life back here. This is tempting to just block and let him have the Zathrid Necromancer. I think I'm going to do that. I don't think I can ever really block with the Spectral Procession. It's got Isamaru. Alright, well, we're just whittling away here. Not having an amazing draw. Certainly wouldn't classify this as a bad draw. Okay, so flyer down. We still haven't drawn another creature, which is really our number one issue here. We've got answers, but we will lose this when the dust settles if we don't find a creature at some point. Let's see what this Johnny does. So he can give a creature +1/+1, give it first strike, vigilance, and lifelink, or he can throw a bunch of counters around. Must have drawn something really sweet. Maybe he just wants to go Necromancer equip. No, he wants to do a Necromancer nothing. All right, well, we finally found what we were looking for, which is an awesome creature. I'm wondering if I want to fire off this Corrupt first, though, because it is for 8. I think I do. We'll just take our medicine here and get the Zathrid Necromancer out of the way now. He gets his dude, but then he won't get any more. And then next turn, we can play Grey Merchant, gain 3 of it back again, block whatever's equipped with Warhammer, and just sort of continue to, you know, barely plug forward here. But I like it. I mean, we need to draw some cards or whatever, but it's not too bad. So Johnny's going to be pretty decent here. He can, like, give Isamaru the first... Did I miss something? Where is a Johnny? Why isn't a Johnny showing up? Oh, he was just cracking. Okay, yeah. So Johnny is going to show up here. No? Feel like blocking. Because the thing is, he can take away my ability to block the creature with Lockstone and Warhammer on it, because he can give the thing +1/+1 first strike, vigilance, and lifelink. And when it has first strike, I won't have the option of trading. So, I see. So what can he do here? Target Spell a permanent. So he's kind of got us on lockdown here. Now, I don't know how we can win if he keeps this up forever. All right, well. Let's play him. Whatever. Just want to get it on the battlefield, really. Yeah, this is a really tough spot because Damnation definitely does not get us out of this. I'm not really sure what our long-term game plan is here. Like, if we keep drawing these sort of pseudo answers, like those are going to have dried up here because of 8.5 tails. And I think he just has inevitability with a Johnny and Warhammer, so we're probably going to lose this game. This is what I wanted him to be playing, so I asked for it. Okay. No block. Well, I guess sometimes you draw the nuts. Do we die next turn is the question. And the answer is, I think because he didn't equip, no. I may be wrong, but... Like, can he just... He can go protection from white, protection from white. Oh, it has to be white. So he can get in for 6 next turn if he just moves all in with 8.5 tails and just put us on a 1-turner. But we need, if we drew a land, we can buy back Grey Merchant and replay it, which ostensibly would get us enough of a cushion. Not 100% if that's true or not, but we're also 1 mana away from that. Which, by the way, is why I played that land after holding it in my hand a turn or two. Because if I need all the mana I can get to make Soul of Innistrad work. He tanked out for a while there. Oh, he's got Oust. All right. Make him use up some mana here. Yeah, Oust is pretty annoying. Oh! 8.5 tails down. Wow. That's either super scary or super great for us. I'm not sure. It's great. He apparently just refuses to play a Johnny. Like, is it here? Why is he not playing a Johnny? Maybe he hasn't read that card? Like, it is unbelievable what that card does. Huh. I'm too scared. Like, Raise the Alarm is in this set. What if he played that? Oh my god, he had Raise the Alarm. How sick am I? Just played around it. Wow. Now he plays a Johnny. Now play a Johnny. Pump your team and just wreck me. How far down does the thing go? 2nd from the top. So I do get my guy. Oh, I'm just going to trade here. Or am I? Let's see what he does. Everybody? No, just that guy? All right, well, probably not getting much better than that as far as value goes. I could be wrong about that, but taking 6 is also quite scary. But I think I get my guy next, right? I never know how to read stupid Oust. Yeah, there he is. All right. Go. So this is a major issue. In fact, I think you could just... I guess I can chump block. 7. Hey, there he is. And then he puts it on there to make that lethal. Yeah, we're in huge trouble. I don't think we can win now. I mean, I think he just kills us here. I think he's got the kill on the board. We did get fairly close, but this is a massive issue for us. He could potentially not be aggressive enough here. He has shown the propensity to be not quite aggressive enough. But I think he just wants to jam with the team here. If he does, he just wins. All right, he figured it out. So this is 8 trample. So like I can block this here and take 7 and go to 1, but then I need to block all 3 of his other creatures, and I can't do that. So what if I go Soul of Innistrad blocks here? That puts me to 2. I mean, that has me taking 2. I take 6, and then I block 2 other creatures, and I take 3, but he gets Spectral Procession back. I mean, that's fine, but all right. So this eats up that. So I'm at virtual 6, and then I just have to chump block here and here. Okay. And then I can draw Damnation and then die the next turn instead. Is that kind of where we're at? Because this just wipes away my board. Because I can activate Soul. And I can get back stuff like Gray Merchant and play that because I drew a swamp. Or Murderous Redcap or Brain Maggot or whatever. But the trample is the real... I can't beat the trample on this. I go back up to 5. I chump block here. I take 4, 100. So we lose. All right. So what we want to do here is come up with the most controlling version that we can of this deck. So Murderous Cut's in. Living Death is in. Revoker's in. Let's get Reanimate out of here. I don't want to take a big hit. I want all the spot removal I can get. And then I think we need to just kill the Chainer's Edict. We saw enough stuff that thing's just bad against. So we'll kill that. I like a lot of the stuff we're doing here, though. Like, this is sweet. This could be sweet. Gray Merchant was great. Corrupt Soul was great. We can just grind him into oblivion. Recurring Nightmare would have been great at certain points there. I think the Mesmeric Fiend and the Brain Maggot are the only reason why we were still alive down the stretch. Lifebane Zombie is going to actually get stuff sometimes. That's amazing. I think that draw was actually a little subpar. Like, it kept up. It wasn't that it was like garbage, but like it didn't need much, I think, to push us over the top. So maybe the Revoker leaves. No, we got to keep Revoker in. That's just too good against like 8.5 tails and stuff like that. How about Demon? Take Demon out. All right, I would love to play first. So Doomblade. Oh yeah, this is good. We've got a plan here. This is our plan. Just basically trying to use it as a wrath. Vanguard. All right. Definitely annoyed. So I'm going to go ahead and play the Fiend here, see what we're working with. And he's got Batterskull, Doom Traveler, 8.5 tails, Faith's Fetter. Wow, that is a nasty draw. Doomed, Batter, 8 ball. Faith's Glorious Anthem, Heights. All right, so obviously Mana Light, which is kind of what we need to focus on here, but So 8.5 tails, we probably can just kill with Doomblade or Slaughter Pact. I probably just trade Mesmeric Fiend. How does this work? It's going to get the card back either way. Basically, what we want him to do is just play a bunch of creatures so that we can Living Death them at some point and just try to manage them just enough to keep, with our Doomblade and our Slaughter Pact so that we don't just get ranched. Obviously, the best card is Batterskull, but he's miles away from casting that, so I'm not worried about that. I think I'm going to take Doom Traveler. Just because it's like the only thing he can cast. And the slow start from him is kind of exactly what I want. I may even block here. Because again, we need to draw some more creatures to make this work. I'll just take this hit. No, he's not going to bother. Oh, I love that. Oh, Liliana. Sure. That seems fine. Let's just try to stay ahead here. And we've got all the removal and everything. All we need is one threat and we can get him. And he's stumbling so hard that I think it's pretty fine for us to just go off plan here. And just try to get him while he's down a little bit. Heights. Yeah, this seems totally fine to me. I'm going to get rid of Living Death now. We've got Damnation, so it's not going to be great anyway. He discards Batterskull. Probably not worth an attack here. Man, I'm just on fire today with these. All right, let's block. Because my plan is going to end up being Damnation-ing anyway. And so I'd rather keep Liliana alive and kind of keep that pressure going. This card's not a bad magic card, this one. It will draw a Faith's Fetters eventually. So he's got 5 cards in hand, and he's got Faith's Feathers, 8.5 tails, Glorious Anthem, and 2 unknowns. This is definitely awkward. I think I can plus Liliana, discard Slaughter Pact, and play Obliterator here. And be okay. I'm a little wary of discarding the Slaughter Pact, but I figured that the Damnation will be enough of a backup plan. Linvala. All right, we didn't know about that. Because if he draws a land and plays Anthem, he can kill Liliana. But we've got a Phyrexian Obliterator, and we are going to smash him with it. And I think that Liliana becomes a lot less important in that scenario. Banisher Priest. Well, his draw has been absolutely epic, I have to say, because that lets him exactly kill Liliana. I mean, we get to smash back pretty decently here with Damnation, but like that is super, super annoying. Take that back. Thank you very much. And now, hopefully, Gatekeeper will be good. Like, he might just play 8-ball here. Would be perfect. Goodness sakes. This guy. He has it every time. Every draw he's had has been what I didn't want him to have, because now he's going to hit a land and get rid of Obliterator. Oh well, at least we have him pretty well dominated on board here. And let's get rid of one of these tokens. Already hit it, so this thing's going to get Faith's Fetters, and now we're going to have to try to rely on Soul of Innistrad down the stretch. Oh, he misclicked. Sad. He got a little hasty there and accidentally played it on his planes. I'm sorry, man. That's no fun. Now it looks like it's our turn to draw. Awesome, with the Gray Merchant that we can't cast, but is going to be basically lethal when we do play it. It's for 8. We know his whole hand. Yeah, I was just going to name 8.5 tails anyway. All right, so he misclicked. We had a real game there for sure if he didn't. I think I still win given the fact that we drew the Gray Merchant. That would really have shored up the ground game and given us a nice life boost, but I don't know. I might be wrong. His draws were fantastic. I mean, just so good against what we were trying to do. All those little tokens. All those little tokens. Yeah. All right. All right, another good draw, I think. Could get a little bit awkward if he has like a super fast start. It's pretty bad for us, but if he doesn't, we've got a really nice little controlling draw here. We can Slaughter Pact away something big and important early, or we can just Liliana of the Veil to hopefully kill it. And then Murderous Redcap will kind of clean up the mess. Well, that's a really good draw. Yeah, Phyrexian Arena here is fantastic, especially considering the fact that we're missing a land drop, or that we don't have enough land to do all the things we want to do, and it will find it for us and let us get that mana back. All right, so it looks like he's got, what's it called here? He's got Raise the Alarm, so he's definitely in business. Okay, well, no Anthem, so that's nice. And he doesn't have Spectral Procession, so that's nice too. Opposing Sovereign. Curse Scroll. Wow, good draw from him. Liliana minus kills this. That is super lame. I think I'm just going to play the Arena here and just take my medicine. Worst case, I can use Slaughter Pact. Like if he does something silly. Curse Scroll's an issue. Taking it. So I'm playing the Arena so that I can hopefully hit land drops until we hit Living Death. Crap. That's pretty unlucky. No doubt about it. Yeah, I really needed it, like, hit a land there so I could Murderous Redcap or something. I don't know that I even want to get his Curse Scroll that much closer here. He might just ignore Liliana if I plus her. Taking down one token, though, is pretty weak. Yeah, it could definitely matter. I'm going to go ahead and do it. That's bad luck. Trying to land there is such a big game. So let's see what he attacks. Liliana and then these both at me. So I do have the option to murder or to Slaughter Pact to save Liliana, though I just don't know if that's really great for me. Is it? I think if I want a Slaughter Pact, I just say, okay, fine there, and Slaughter Pact like Imposing Sovereign. I just don't know how the heck I'm going to get out of this mess if that's my play. All right. Medicine taken. I think what I need to have happen here is that I draw a land. Ooh, that's bad. Wow. All right, we have to draw a land out of this. I mean, just to be able to race my thing. Yeah, we just brick. 9 cards. That is really frustrating. I mean, we're not quite dead here, but we're definitely getting there. I think the play here is to Slaughter Pact Mother of Runes. And then that puts another card in the yard so that I can Murderous Cut Imposing Sovereign. And then pray, basically. Additionally, interestingly, well, this gets interesting. Now, what another play I can make is I can Slaughter Pact Imposing Sovereign right now, and then Murderous Cut Elite Vanguard right now, leaving him with just these 2 Dirtles, and forcing him to be in a weird situation where if he wants to attack with Mother of Runes, he's going to have to send her in, which could be kind of bad for him. The problem is I have to pay the 3 mana on my upkeep, so like, what am I doing? I'm just going to die. Another option I have is just to go to discard and see what he wants to do. Like if he just attacks like here, here, and here, then I take 2, 4, 5, effectively 6. God, how in the heck am I going to get out of this? This is just brutal. All right, well, I'm going to go for this play. And try to take the absolute minimal damage that we can. I mean, he has many draws that just wreck us. I just don't see how we really have much of a choice. Because here, like, if he only attacks with a soldier, you know, because he wants to leave Mother of Runes up, then we might have a chance. We might. Yeah, that's what he's doing. All right, we might have a chance here. I mean, obviously we have to hit a stupid land on the next turn. Okay. Okay, we hit a stupid land. He's going to go for the 1 out of 4 here. Oh, God. Don't do it. Okay, he bricked. It was Spectral Procession. Oh, man, this is going to be so close. Let's see. So in a perfect world, he draws a land, only attacks me with a token, plays Spectral Procession, we untap, and we play Living Death. So if I'm going to be Living Deathing anytime soon, what creature do I want to get back? Because I can discard right here. It's either Gray Merchant or Murderous Redcap, and it's probably Redcap, because that can just kill something right away. So let's discard Redcap, even though it's really great here, potentially. I think Gray Merchant is just as good. It gains us 4. I wonder if that was even just better. I don't know. I can also just play Gray Merchant, though. That's the thing. Like, attacking with both. Okay. I have no response to this. Except for to fall to 4. Effectively 3. Bitter Blossom? Oh my god. Okay, well, we hit our lands. He's got 4 cards in his hand, so he could spin the wheel. But we can Living Death here and be... Oh, what happens? I don't actually know how this works. If they're already both there, will this one be tapped? I don't know. If it's tapped, we lose. I have to consider that. Now, I can just play Gray Merchant here. Just run Gray Merchant out there. And if I do, I gain 4 life. I go up to 7. And I feel pretty safe, actually. And then I try to make this die, ideally. But I think we're going to corrupt the next turn. So yeah, let's just do that. Gray Merchant. I want to get my life total buffered as much as I can, just in case he decides to like spin the wheel on the curse scroll or do something silly. Because Bitter Blossom is going to be tough to race, and we obviously can't kill it, but Corrupt gives us hope. And of course, we've got our card advantage machine going. And what do I get out of this again? Draw X cards where X is that creature's power. Is it the life this? Is it? You gain X life. So we might need to try to set up something with the Disciple as well. All right, he's just going to let it go. And we draw Recurring Nightmare. Wow. That could be huge. As it sits, though, I don't think that's what we necessarily want to do here, because I think we want to do both of those next turn. Disciple, sacking this, or we want to get Obliterator down first and then start cycling through Merchants, which would be insane. Or I can just fire off Corrupt here at my opponent, which actually makes a decent amount of sense too. Or I can Gatekeeper and play Recurring. Let's play that. Let's do that. This keeps the soldier off and keeps him at bay a little bit. Sure, we don't get to gain life this turn, but I don't think that'll matter. Okay, so sack a creature, return it to my hand, return target creature in my graveyard, which doesn't actually do anything here, I don't believe, but... Actually, yeah, it does. All right, so if I sack Gatekeeper and get back Murderous Redcap, I can dome him. But I don't think I need to, because what I really want to do is get Gray Merchant back with any of these things on the battlefield, and I can't do that right now. Oh, he's going for it. God, if he hits this. He's got 5 cards in his hand. Okay. Banisher Priest. Oh, that could be bad. This guy's a gambler. So he Banisher Priest Gray Merchant. But then we play Living Death and we get it back right away. I think that works in our favor. He's got to play something here. Don't just curse scroll again. It's just so silly to take a 1 and 6. Maybe if he feels like he can't beat Recurring Nightmare, though. All right, soldier's fine. Okay, now we're in business here. So I think we want to, let's see, sack this to get back Murderous Redcap, then like sack this guy to get back Grey Merchant. That costs 6. Or I could play Phyrexian Obliterator. I could just play Living Death here. Maybe Living Death is the right play. This is actually a tough decision, and I don't have that much time to make it either, I will also note. All right, so what happens if I do it this way? What happens if I go corrupt? Why don't I just corrupt? This puts me at 11. It makes me safe. Inquisition. Oh, he did have Oust. I'll take Banisher Priest. I'll take Oust, actually. Oust is better. And I'm just going to ship it back here. Because I also think he can do 11 here. And when I get to 8 mana, I think I can do more, right? I can like play Obliterator and then Disciple it away and gain 5 more. I don't know if gaining 5 more is really what I want. Maybe I just need to get this this Grey Merchant cycle going. What I'm really trying to lure him into doing is Banisher Priesting my Merchant. Because then I just fire off Living Death. He gets back these 2 Dirtles. I get a Grey Merchant and this thing. All right, he plays Spec Pro. All right, well. That is also going to earn him a Living Death here. So let's attack. And hope that our Grey Merchant dies in the perfect world. Seems like a bad block, but it's actually quite good for him. Oh, what am I doing? Why am I hoping? All right. And we got there. Wow. We were so far behind that game. I cannot believe we found any way. I mean, that was absurd. We were so far behind. All right, we'll see you guys in the next round. Thank you for watching Drafting with Marshall. If you haven't subscribed to Gathering Magic, you can do so to receive news of upcoming videos and discover more content. You can also check out our playlist that contains every episode of Drafting with Marshall. And don't forget, you can easily watch the next video by clicking the annotation on screen or by clicking a direct link in any subsequent videos for this episode in the description box. And as always, thanks for watching.